Hello and welcome to One Stitch After Another. This is a knitting podcast and this is my first knitting vlogmas. My name's Ashley if you're new here, and I'm just rearranging my scarf. I'll tell you about this in a minute. It's a short one today because I'm working, well I've been at work, and yeah, you're probably sick of me, so it's a short one. Where shall we start today? I hope you like the little photographs of the doors with the wreaths on. I'll do some more when I'm out and about. Maybe we can have a best dressed door competition. My friend Katie is coming next week and she is making a wreath for my front door, and we're also going to be tasting some festive snacks and crisps, see what we think of them. Now, I forgot to do this yesterday, so I'm going to start with it today. And my festive pattern of the day today, I'm afraid it's not a free one today. Oh, it's another Ekaterina Popova. I didn't realise. I just fell in love with these gorgeous little winter mice. And I had that on a big picture and it's gone to a small picture. Hold on a minute. Look at them. Aren't they so adorable? If you've got a little girl or a little granddaughter or a little niece or a great niece, I think these would be fabulous to knit up. And it looks like they don't use very much yarn. And this is what I would do. I would put them in a little box. I'd make the box myself like I did for that bear, if you saw one of my knitting podcasts. Sorry, the light is really not brilliant. But yes, it looks as if it comes with hat and scarf ideas. And just look, it's got little gaps in the hat for its ears to stick out. And you could use little scraps. Let's have a look and see what it says about. It says suggested yarn for the body is Sanders yarn, alpaca. You could use Angora or Infinity Design alpaca DK. So something soft, but I think anything that you've got in your stash, I think it'd be perfectly fine in 4-ply merino, although they're saying use DK, but I like things smaller, so I probably would use fingering weight and a 2mm needle. It is quite an expensive pattern, but I think, you know, these designers are putting things together for us, aren't they? And they deserve a little bit of recompense. It is $6.90, $6 and 90 cents. It does come with the hat and the scarf. And if you're very good at creating your own patterns, you could, you know, make a little jumper for it or whatever. Just looking to see what the size is. So if you were to do it in DK, it is 5 inches tall, 13 centimeters tall. I would be inclined to do it in 2mm on 4-ply fingering because I like things a bit smaller. I might have a go with that. Does it say double pointed? Oh, it's worked flat and seamed. Yes, so that is the pattern of the day. Now let's come to day 14 of the Sherry Iris Yarn Advent. Now we have 2 parcels today. Now this is quite chunky. I've got no idea what it is, but let's have a little look inside. I think it might be chocolate. I don't think it's a candle, or it could just be a little box. Still no sign of my yarn from Sherry Art. Oh my word! I was completely wrong on all counts. So it says a little cottage handmade for you by not going to show you yet. From the woods, from the woodshed. From the woodshed. I will try and link them down below, but that is so adorable. Look at that. I wonder if that's Arthur. Well, it's not, because it's not a blackbird. There's not a bird on there, Ashley. Dear me, that is so sweet. That is so sweet, and it's going to fit in my room so nicely. Oh, right, the yarn and the story. Yes, so I've got paper crafting tonight. Looking forward to that. I'm hoping it's not a Christmas card we're making because it's a bit late, isn't it? I know that we are using, so my friend who runs our paper crafting workshops, she's called Hazel. She has a little paper crafting shop in town, and she's a well-known demonstrator on Create and Craft TV, and she's got several products for Julie Hickey Designs, and also now for Studio Light, and I know we are using her Studio Light collection. So I don't think there is a Christmas thing, so it can't be Christmassy. Yes. Right, let's do the story. Light is fading fast. That's wonderful, Tommy. Joe ruffled his son's hair and held the small wooden house up to inspect it carefully. You've made a wonderful job. Alfie will love it. Tommy was often to be found in the company of Joe, who was a wheelwright and spent his days in his barn working with wood. Joe's whistling could be heard all the way over in the woodland, and the animals loved to hear it, with the birds settling nearby in the old sycamore to listen. You're going to make a fine carpenter if you carry on like this. Tommy beamed with pleasure. His dream was to work with his papa. Is it just like the one in the shop? Tommy asked dubiously. Better, Joe said. Made with your own hands. You can't get better than that. It's true, isn't it? Handmade can be wonderful. And then the little quote from Christmas Carol. Then all the Cratchit family drew round the hearth in what Bob Cratchit called a circle, meaning half a one. And at Bob Cratchit's elbow stood the family display of glass, 2 tumblers and a custard cup without a handle. Very evocative, isn't it? I must read more Dickens. And now, what we're all waiting for. Oh my goodness. This is so beautiful. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to knit with this. I have found a pattern, but I don't know. I don't know. So that just ties in really nicely with what we had yesterday and the day before. Beautiful. Before I love you and leave you, I will just share this with you. So I knitted this a long time ago, and like the scarf that I wore yesterday, it hasn't been blocked. And what I love about this, you can scrunch it up so that you can wear it round and round and round, almost like a piece of jewellery, almost. But it also drops and drops and drops and drops to produce this really fine gauze. And I've used a very neutral kid silk haze. I have to be careful because I've worn that with jewellery and I've snagged it. It's a neutral kid silk haze, knit for a few rows, and then every so often there is a strand of a yarn from Crystal Palace. I don't even know whether you can get it in this country anymore, called Squiggle. Now this yarn was designed to be knit along with something, but I haven't. I've knit it on its own, and I think I've knit this on 15mm needles, I think, to get this kind of fishnet vibe going on. Yes, but I found this at the bottom of a drawer and I thought, oh, it is so soft. Kid Silk Haze is lovely. I wonder what this yarn would be like knit with something else, held together with something else. Yes, anyway, that is me done for today. I will be back tomorrow. And I hope whatever you're doing, you have a lovely day. If you're stitching something, don't forget to put love in every stitch. Bye now.